Hello YouTube, this is Stefan from Holland again. This time I want to talk to you about Opinel. It's a French made knife. Very well constructed, very simple, very useful. First I want to talk about the history. This is the Nontron knife, another French manufacturer. It also has the rotating ring to open and close the knife, securely lock it in open position. This is a modern day version, and of course Cold Steel has it also in its twist master. This is a double bladed knife. It's made by Robinson with this one has rubberized handles. Feels pretty good, pretty solid. It's the same. Okay, here I have my number 10. And it has a slightly modified blade, modified by me by the way. I do modify the blades and sometimes the handles. You can see that the upswept point, I cut it off a bit, so it's more suitable now for also kitchen chores. As you can see, this is a bit blackened because it's a carbon steel. I like the carbon steel's version. And this one is blackened before use. I think they call it patina on the internet, on YouTube. What I use for patina, not only on this carbon steel blades but also on Mora carbon steel blades, is water and lemon juice. I soak them for about 1 hour. Well, up to 1 day by the way, maybe some even overnight. So this blackness, what you see here, is because I didn't wipe it off. If you take a oily cloth and wipe it off, it will become something like this. So this is actually the rust restaining metal, patina, metal stuffy. Of course you have Opinels in stainless steel, surgical stainless steel like this one. This is the Fillet Knife, Opinel. This is the more like the gentleman's knife, stainless steel, surgical stainless steel. But I do prefer the carbon steel ones. I modified this blade just a bit. Earlier I modified some blades more rigorously. So I made this one. I made a lanyard attachment here. And I modified the blade to a drop point blade. Very useful for normal chores. Actually Opinel is already making this knife with more drop point leaf shaped blades by the way. The same here with the number 9 I believe, yeah. And sometimes I just add the lanyard hole. Without changing the blade shape. But then again, Opinel also encourages us to whittle the blade, not the blade, sorry, whittle the handle. This one I bought in France, Paris. Well, Paris is only 350 miles from here by the way. So they made it very humpy. Yeah, it's not for use, this one, it's for whittling. You are supposed to whittle your own style handle here. So they are all wooden handles, some hardwood like this one. Yeah, this is a hardwood handle. But for the standard ones, what always counts is that if they really get soaking wet, the wood will expand. It will be very difficult to open your knife. This knife made in the Savoy in France, still used there a lot and used worldwide, I guess. You have a trick called the Savoyan knock. I've seen it on videos on YouTube, by the way. And what you do is take it like this, and I use this as a surface, yeah. And you will see it will open a bit to get a grip because the nail hole is very short. Yeah, that's the Savoyan knock. Again. Yeah. So this will also open even when wet, but it will open just a bit, but enough to grab the knife and open it fully. So the wooden handle is very good for using around the campfire. If you if the knife heats up, the handle stays cool. It's also very lightweight, and it's well accepted all around Europe, because Europe, especially Holland, is a knife phobic country. So this one is well known. Well, this one is too big for me to carry, by the way, on the streets, because they don't like it, but you can carry a smaller one. This one goes in my backpack or fanny pack or whatever, just to be there for food preparation, small game, etc. So Opinel, the carbon steels, yeah, since few years, well, several years already, they have also this lock when closed. If you see the old ones, they don't have the lock when closed. Yeah, so that's a modification I made, I think 5, 6, 7 years ago. And a good modification, by the way. If I would apply a lanyard hole off factory, that would even be better, because I like to use them outdoors, and I like to use the lanyard hole, or have the possibility to use the lanyard hole when outdoors. But a very fine knife. You can sharpen this one on a pebble you find in the stream, or some sandpaper, or the back of a ceramic cup, or whatever. You can sharpen it on everything, and it will sharpen very easily, get real sharp, and stay sharp for a long time. So in my opinion, it's one of the best outdoor utility knives, not replacing a fixed blade, of course, but as a standard utility knife. Wood carving also very good. It would be nice to get your Opinel number 7 wood carving knife to wood carve your own personal Opinel. By the way, this is an inox version. I don't know if you can see this. This one is inox. But it's always nice to have the altered ones, and well, hope you enjoyed this, the Savoyan knock, and some history about Opinel. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.